Welcome to Millennial Money Minutes, where we tackle tough personal finance topics in 5 minutes or less. With your host, Grant from MillennialMoney.com and Matt from DistilledDollar.com.
Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the Zen of Saving. So this is the simple idea that your savings rate is going to change. It's going to ebb and flow with your life. But what's important is to have a consistent base. So say you're saving 10% or 20% of your income. That's what you want to be your base, but you want to try to escalate it as often as you can. And the simple idea of the Zen of saving is that at any moment, whenever you're buying a purchase, asking yourself, how is this adding value to my life? How is it making my life richer? And then making the decision that, hey, I'm buying this thing, and because I'm buying this thing, it means I'm saving less. And so naturally, the balance between spending and saving, your balance is going to change over time. And just being mindful of that and realizing that, as long as you're consistent with your base, you should still try to push and save as much as you can. But sometimes you might not be able to. And that's okay as well, because maybe you'll come across something that you really need to buy or that's going to add a lot of value in your life. And at the end of the day, money is only important if it makes your life richer. And if you find something that you need to buy in order to do that, as long as you're saving consistently and your savings rate balances out, you'll naturally find that balance between spending and saving. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I think it's a critical topic that I think a lot of people kind of ebb and flow in and out of because it's easy when it's easy, it's hard when it's hard. And so with the Zen of Savings, I think a lot of times, in my case, using some sort of like quarterly structure, like for example, I would set up a vacation at the end of a quarter, and so I would save a lot of money during the quarter, and it actually helped basically keep me got me more in a Zen state, because if I was stressed or anything like that, I could immediately think that, I'm saving for that vacation or something. So, and so as a part of that journey, it's like, as you said, savings can and should change over time. But, as long as you have that consistent base and you're kind of having consistent structure, I think, tapping into Zen is the easy, that Zen of savings. It's an easy way to kind of try to make it more autopilot. And then, as you kind of get, I would say smoother along that curve, you're able to free up more time to look at other opportunities for savings, or just free up more time for, getting back to doing other stuff that's, totally not money related, which is, Yeah,
and I'm going to pivot slightly. I hear this a lot that, people spend so much time, and I used to do this, so much time just hunting for deals or hunting for savings. But a lot of cases, it's actually pretty ironic, because when you spend so much time hunting for deals, it actually ends up eroding the value of the deal. So if you spend, say, 3 or 4 hours, looking for a new jacket to save $40, if your hourly rate or your time is worth more than $10 an hour to you, you've effectively eroded that value of searching for the savings. So being honest with yourself when you're hunting too hard for a deal, and being able to let it go, or even pull the trigger and make that purchase, is also really important with the Zen of spending and saving. Some people spend too much. Some people spend too little, and some people spend so much time hunting for the deal that ironically ends up costing them more money. So to Matt's point, the more mindful you are, and mindfulness is really about, with every purchase, is this purchase adding joy to my life? Is it making it richer? Is this a need or is this a want? And being mindful of that consistently over time, it doesn't take that long. Do that with everything that you buy for the next 30 days, and all of a sudden you'll start doing it without even thinking about it. And naturally that balance will start to become a part of you, and you'll really start making better spending and saving decisions without even thinking about it. Any final thoughts, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely. Just to build on that, just where, I was thinking back to the quarter where I saved 60% of my income. There was no way I could have done that from day one. It took years and years of building up these different types of savings habits and approaches. So, again, kind of going back, it can and should change. In that case, it was a focus, and it did change. But again, just going back to being, self-aware or mindful, as you put it, just those day-to-day decisions. If something sparks up that you want to do, part of Zen is seeing what the emotional triggers are being are there throughout your budget. So just be mindful of those as they come up. So that's the last thing.
It's like yoga, right? It's one of those things where you want to stretch the muscle just far enough so you can feel it, but it doesn't hurt. It's the same thing with spending and savings. You want to be pushing a little bit, to save the most money you can, but don't save so much that it's you're not living a rich and meaningful life. And so hope this was helpful. The Zen of Saving, and we'll chat with you soon.
Thanks for listening to Millennial Money Minutes. If you liked this podcast, please leave us a review on iTunes and subscribe. If you want us to cover a specific topic, use #MillennialMoney on Twitter or visit millennialmoneyminutes.com.